I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I actually had Bible class in Florida. When I moved from San Francisco to Florida, I was 11 years old, and it was a complete polar opposite experience of the country. I lived in San Francisco with two parents that were hippies in Haight-Ashbury. So we were in the middle of we lived near Lombard Street. We were in the middle of the hippie anti-war revolution of the 1960s. And then I moved to Gainesville, Florida. My stepdad was going to, he was becoming an architect. He was a computer programmer, and then he switched careers, became an architect. And so he was going to a University of Florida at Gainesville. And so we were there. So now all of a sudden I'm around alligators. There's fucking alligators everywhere. It was like, are you people retarded? Why do you have giant monsters everywhere? This is so ridiculous. So we had alligators, super weird, swampy weather, and religion. Yeah. Religion was in the schools. In public school, you had Bible class. And they also paddled you. It was the first time I'd ever been hit by a teacher.
In Florida.
I got in this fist fight with this kid, and they whacked us with a paddle.
One of the things that a lot of people who have read the Bible, or they have read a portion of the Bible,
I definitely don't think I read the whole thing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is not very many people do, and that's why I asked, because a lot of it is kind of tedious history, and there's a lot of he begats, and there's the whole line, of Christ, all the ancestors, and the whole delineation of all that, and where I come from, we were encouraged to read a verse of the Bible, but they would always tell you what it meant.
Right.
And so I kind of went against, I used this little pen light and did it late at night, but I read the whole thing cover to cover when I was 8. And if you read every single book in order, you start to find that there's a lot of really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful places in the Bible, but there's a lot of stuff that's really violent. And then there's a lot of stuff that contradicts itself. And it's because it was written in different time periods by different authors in different languages. And it also has a historical context. And so generally there's a lot of stuff that people leave out when they teach the Bible because it's really hard to explain.
Like what stuff?